looked crazy. It looked insane. I don't know how the laptop survived as long as it did. So what? Where am I going with all of this? Where? Where? Wardrobe change. You know something was missing from the beginning of the video, but I'm gonna fix that. Alright, so yes, back to what I was saying. Yeah, sometimes my thumbs do that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I got distracted. So going back to, sometimes something is gained from losing, and sometimes something is lost from gaining. And what I gained from losing those YouTube channels was a lot of insight. And basically that insight should carry you over into every other area of your life. And what that basically means is, be prepared to lose it all. This might not be everything you have, but what if it was? What if your YouTube channels was all that you had? What if it was? Could you afford to lose them? Maybe you could. What are you going to do should you lose them? So it taught me a lesson about, say, Google Drive, for instance. You know, spend a little money and buy the little either 100 gigabyte or 200 gigabyte or the whatever terabyte storage that they have. Spend a little, the money that you would have spent on Netflix, spend it on that. So that way, if worse come to worse, all of the content that you were planning to upload on, say, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, every one of them, you create an account, you buy your storage, throw it up there. That way, should you lose any or all of your platforms or all of your channels or whatever, you have your database. So you can run back to it and use it to, you know, either go to a new platform or go back to the platform that you were on with a new account, and you repopulate your content and you're almost back to where you started. You know, but if so, why would you have learned that? Because the universe, as we know, is not our enemy, but it's our teacher. And what it's teaching us is things are going to happen. And you need to be prepared for failure. You need to be prepared for loss. What are you going to do when you lose everything? You know, like, I can talk about that in a more real life situation, more tangible than that of, say, losing 4 YouTube channels, being in a vehicular fire for one. Yeah, what and what was the lesson in that? The lesson in that is, if you are ever going to salvage anything from it, make sure that everything that you have is in the trunk. And the first thing you do, as you pop the door open, fly the trunk, jump around the back, pull everything out and throw it outside, and that's it. And then just leave the car to just burn in hell after that. We don't care. Just leave it. Because if you're using a phone and it just bursts into flames, you go try fix that. If your tablet just bursts into flames, or this phone or the laptop that I'm using right now, if it just bursts into flames, I'm not going to try and fix that. I'm going to leave it. No, because that can happen again. It's likely that it can happen again.